welcome to the start of another reading vlog. It's Tuesday, and I hope you guys are doing well. I haven't started anything yet. I'm in like a reading thingy still from reading House of Sky and Breath. And I really am thinking about rereading, starting from The Throne of Glass. I did read a couple of pages, but I'm waiting for some markers to come that I ordered. So I think I'm gonna hold off on rereading this until my markers come, which I think are gonna come either Thursday or Friday. So when I get the markers, then I will start this. I wanted to show you guys the books I got the last couple of days. I got a couple of mangas and then a couple of books today. Let me show you my mangas. I got Spy Family. I'm not even going to try to say the author's names because I suck at pronouncing names. It says, Spy Family. Master Spy Twilight is unparalleled when it comes to going undercover on dangerous missions for the betterment of the world. But when he receives the ultimate assignment to get married and have a kid, he may finally be over his head. Not one to depend on others, Twilight has his work cut out for him, procuring both a wife and a child for his mission to infuriate, how do you say that word? An elite private school. What he doesn't know is that the wife he's chosen is an assassin and the child he's adopted is a telepath. And then on the back it shows the characters. They all three look like. Sounds like it's going to be fun. So I was like, yes, sounds good. And the other one I got from Book of the Month. Not Book of the Month. Why did I say Book of the Month? Probably because I want Book of the Month spoilers. From Books A Million. These are where I got these two graphic novels. The other one is called A School Frozen in Time. That's the artist and the author, or yeah, who told the story, author, yeah, are there. It says, on a snowy day, like any other, classmates and childhood friends, I don't know how you say, I'm just going to spell out their names. Hiroshi and Mitsuki, maybe Mizuki, arrive at school to find the campus eerie, empty. Before long, they find themselves trapped inside with six other friends and even a stranger. All the clocks have stopped at a very specific moment, the exact time when a former classmate jumped off the school roof to their death 3 months earlier. It turns out that this departed friend, is their way out of their current predicament and may even be among their group. But no one can remember who it was that took their life on that sad day. The students must face themselves and their past memories to piece together the identity of the suicide victim or risk a similar fate, with their lives lost and forgotten inside these frigid school walls. So it definitely sounds like it's going to be intriguing. Then I got, today in the mail, you guys know I told you I'm trying to get all the Protector books that I liked. So today I got the 6th one, which is Atonement. Look at this. I love his tattoo. This one, I remember like bits and pieces of it, but I only read them once, so it takes me a while to remember more, with books. But this one says, words 26-year-old. Oh, no, first it says up at the top, once AF up, always AF up. It says words 26-year-old Dante has had to live with for more years than he can count, and and a title he finally earned at the tender age of 16 when one careless decision led to tragedy. And since he can't decide the truth of these words, why not live by them instead? Effin' up, effin'. It doesn't matter as long as it feels good and makes him forget the day he felled that one person he always swore to protect. A good philosophy, how do you say that word, to live by until Dante meets the one man who might actually have him wishing he was something more. At 41, with a distinguished career as a Texas Ranger under his belt, Magnus Decane, should have been in the prime of his life. Instead, he's mourning the loss of the daughter he couldn't save and contemplating a future that looks nothing like the one he had planned. The only bright spot... Oh, I don't want to read this part because it could be considered spoilery for one of the other books. So I'm going to start with his iron will, unfailing self-control, and unflappable discipline, Magnus knows he can start a new chapter and get his life back on track. If he can just get past the disturbing, unexpected feelings one young man stirs in him. Because everything about Dante Thorne is wrong for Magnus. His ignorance, his cocky attitude, every single unfiltered word that falls unchecked out of his mouth, and of course, the fact that he's a man. But when his well-meaning friends send Dante with him as a bodyguard when he returns to Texas to testify in a high-profile case, Magnus begins to see beyond the brash words and endless sexual ingenuity, how do you say that word? And when he starts to discover that what he sees isn't all that bad, suddenly the fact that Dante is a man instead of a woman no longer seems such a big sticking point. So it's one of those, where he doesn't, he's just finding out that he likes guys. So, but this book is so sad, you guys, so sad. I remember Dante's story. I don't remember Magnus's too much, but Dante, oh my gosh. He goes through so much in this book. And then we got happy book birthday to Astrid Schultz. I got League of Liars. This is kind of like a Six of Crows meets something, it says. I think it says, I forget, never mind. You guys can look it up if you guys want to know. It says, in the city of Caradel, magic hides in the shadows. Anyone can call it forth at any time for any reason, but with consequences that are often catastrophic. How is that word? Even deadly, the use of edeme, E-D-E-M, extradimensional magic, extradimensional. I don't know. EXTRADIMERSIONAL magic is outlawed. No one excuse me. No one knows this better than 17-year-old Kader, something like that, Broddick, who once grumbled to Edams, how do you say that, Lure himself. Now Kader is on the straight and narrow, and his dream is to become a prosecutor to ensure Edom abusers are punished to the fullest extent of the law. In order to learn how best to prosecute them, Kader takes a one-in-a-lifetime apprenticeship under a renowned defense attorney so he can understand the tricks of public defense. But when he arrives at Varadin, something like that, prison built at the heart of a tier in dimension from where all magic comes, excuse me, things don't seem so black and white. The criminals he meant to defend, a sister accused of aberrating, how do you say that word, her brother's entire existence. A son accused of murdering his father, and even a daughter accused of annihilating a whole town in search of answers of how her mother died. All teens like him, and their stories are complicated. Carter hadn't expected to be affected by their stories or question a justice system he once thought had saved him. And he definitely never expected to plot the ultimate jailbreak, risking everything to free them. But too late, he realizes no one is who they seem to be, and everyone is guilty of something. It says, from international best-selling author Astrid Schultz comes a new, fast-paced and tantalizing, twisty tale set in a richly drawn world rift with magic, villains, and danger. And then we don't have a map. There's this thing at the beginning, like a note. It says, if you are reading this, this means I succeeded, or maybe I failed spectacularly, and you found this on my deathbed. Whatever happens to me, I won't apologize for what I've done. It was the only way. The only way to set things right and separate the truth from all the lies. You might not believe what I'm about to tell you, but it's true. Every word. Trust me. And then when you open it up, it has the different, I don't know how you say the name of the government. Talon? Something like government heresy. So the monarchy, which is the king and the princess, of course. The regency, how do you say that word? Court, and Varden. And then it tells you the different things under it, like the regency, how do you say that? Is regency, how do you say that word? General and agents. Excuse me. And then it says court is crown court and district court, and Varden is superintendent, something like that, and guards. But there's a little thing. So, and then it just starts. And the first chapter is Carter. It's Cayder. I don't know if it's going to be like in different. Let me see if number 2 is going to be the same one or something different. Yeah, different ones. So the next one is Jey. So G, I don't know. J, I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, that was my these books are like, but that is my book haul. I know it's messed up, but you guys, here, I'll do it this way. There's my book haul. But I do not know what I'm reading today, so once I decide, I'll let you know, because I'm in the middle of so many books. Like, I might go ahead and just read Throne of Glass and just go back and underline when I get my other colors. Because I'm just missing a couple of colors because I started a different tab system. So, yeah. But I'm also in the middle of the Kindred. I'm on page 78 in that one. And I'm also in the middle of Lola and the Millionaires Part 1. I'm on 168. But I also want to not reread the whole thing because I just finished it. But I want to reread the last, like I said, 40, 50 pages in here and take notes and underline certain things that I didn't underline earlier when I read it. And then I'm thinking about, I know I did a vlog, but the vlog, you guys, is a mess. I still put it up. You guys will still see it if you read already Sky and Breath, or if you're not reading the series and you just want to see what I'm thinking about it. Yeah. But definitely don't watch that video if you haven't watched, if you plan on reading these books. Especially this one. But I will say, this book was a ride. I loved it. I know some people didn't like how it ended. I loved it. Like, I was like, yes! I love the ending. Some things about the ending I love. Not the whole ending. Just something that happened. Like, one of the last words on here. If you read it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't read it, though, then you don't know what you guys are missing. So you guys better read this soon. Especially if you read, you know, if you love Sarah J. Maas, then you definitely need to read this one. Because this one was so mwah! Definitely. I'll know 100% when I reread it. But right now, it feels like it's my favorite book. And yeah, before I used to love The Throne of Glass so much. But depending on how this whole thing ends, because apparently, I guess it's just going to be 3 books. At least 3 books with, you know, Hunt and Bryce, you know, in the books. Or at least, you know, the main characters in the book. So, yeah. I'm so excited. I want the other one like now. Why can't she just, like, write it, like, in a day? No, I'm joking. We want it to be a good book. We don't want her to finish it up in a day. But anyways, this was a long intro, but that's okay. You guys know me. I talk. Also, has anybody tried this Starlight Limited Edition Coca-Cola? I have no idea what it tastes like. I've had like 3 cans of these since last night. And every time I taste it, it has a different taste to it. Sometimes it tastes like it has a raspberry taste to it. Sometimes it tastes like cotton candy. Sometimes it tastes like vanilla. My daughter, Hannah, says it tastes like graham cracker. Vince thinks it tastes like cotton candy. Rob really doesn't know. I get like a raspberry taste sometimes. I don't know, you guys. I'm lost. But anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. And when I decided to read something, hopefully today, I'll update you guys. Okay. Bye. Hi, everybody. So I picked up and started rereading Retribution. Retribution, how you say that word? Book 3 in the Protective series by Sloane Kennedy. I'm liking it, but I forgot about that part that I don't like. I'm not going to talk about what it is because of spoilers. But yeah, there's this one part that's has to do. I'll just say it has to do with the first time that Kate and Hawk sleep together, have sex. Yeah, there's something that I just don't like about that the first time that happened. Like, I understand why the one did what he did and stuff, but it still rubbed me the wrong way, and I just didn't like it, and I forgot it was in this book, and yeah. And I don't think it registered the first time I read it. So I gave it 4 stars, but I don't really know, you guys. I think it's more like a 3.5. Like that scene just like, yeah. So I think I might lower my rating. I gave it a 4 star, like I said. It's like yeah. But I think I might lower it to a 3 because, yeah. Don't get me wrong, I start liking him, and I know they're in other books, and he's a lot better, the guy, in the other books, but that part just, like, really, like, made me really sensitive. Like, I just yeah. And like I said, the other guy, you know, didn't, you know, hold it against the guy or anything, but it's just me, the way that it affected me. Yeah. And maybe the first time I did read it and I did, and it did the same thing, but I don't remember. Like, I think I might have not, like, or maybe I just wasn't thinking about it the way I did this time around. I don't know. But I still like the book. I love Tate. Like, I love Tate, and I love his little boy. Oh my gosh, I will say trigger warnings for if you know anybody that has leukemia, because the little boy, spoiler alert, has leukemia, however you say that word. So be prepared for that. Even though they caught it early enough, so he'll be okay. But still, he has to go through a lot of like different things because of that. So be prepared about that. But yeah, I love Tate. I just and don't get me wrong, I start liking Hawk, Michael, but I just think he could have been more careful in the first time they had sex. And I know he was like in his head for certain things that went on in his life and stuff, what happened. It's not a spoiler. His wife was murdered. And it's not a spoiler either. Tate's father and brother are the ones that killed her. So, yeah. So be prepared for like trigger warnings. I know some people think it's spoilers. I'm sorry if you think it's spoiler, but I'm going to talk about it because I feel it's important. There's definitely trigger warnings for his wife because she was raped and stuff by these two. And it wasn't just her. These guys are really bad, and they were even abusive to Tate. So there's abuse in here. Yeah. But it's still really good. Like, I might keep it at a 4. I think that's why I gave it a 4 the first time and not a 5 or a 6, is because of some of the stuff I didn't like. So I might keep it at a 4, but I'm not going to I'm not going to raise it or anything like that. Because sometimes I will, like if it's a 3 or a 4 and I reread it, I might change the rating. But if it's been a 6-star, I won't give it a 6-star again, just because it's already got a 6-star. It's a reread, so yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, this is still good. Like, I love the plot. I love that, that he's trying to, that he's trying to, get revenge on these guys, And like I said, I love Tate, and I love his little boy, and Maddie's just so cute. So, yeah. So, I'm still really enjoying it, though, because of Tate and the little boy and the side characters. And then I picked back up Lola and the Millionaires, Part 1. I can't remember where I said I was. I know I mentioned it in my last clip. But right now I'm on 225, and I'm really liking this. It feels like it's going to be between a 3.75 and a 4. There ain't much plot. This is basically just sex. There's a little bit of plot going on, though. I mean, they do have, like, jobs, of course, and her job is a big part of the book, because some of the alphas or omegas, whatever, I can't remember, like, if which one he is, but, like, they're all involved in the company. I think Leo, which is one of the alphas, I believe, I think he's the one that, like, came up with it and everything, but I don't think he works for them. I think he just made the company, maybe. I'm not really sure. But, yeah. But she was, spoiler alert, for, rape. She was raped by these 2, I don't know if both of them were were alphas, or if one was alpha and one was omega. I'm not sure, but they raped her. One of them was killed, but one's still on the loose. So that's he's like stalking her and like leaving her notes and stuff like that, stalking her. But it's not like a big part yet. I think probably the second book which is the final one, because there's 2 parts. So I'm assuming the second one will have more of a trying to capture the guy, and for she'll be safe. But I really love, like, some of these characters. I can't remember there's all their names. There's Calb, Leo, Wes, Maxim, but they call him Max, Matthew, trying to think who else. There's like one or two other guys in here, but I just can't think of their names. But yeah, I like them all in different ways. Right now, the one that is out there, this is still spoiler. So the one that's still out there, I mean, the ones that are getting something right now, you know, that she's sleeping with are just two people. Right now, she slept with Leo and Wraxum, but they call him Rake, R-A-K-E, but I think it's R-A-K-I-S-M is how you really spell his name. So those are the two that are, like, you know, like I said, that are getting any, you know, that are having sex with her. So, yeah, right now. So, into spoilers. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So it feels like it's going to be, like I said, a 4. But I'm going to update you guys tomorrow. Because this is already getting to be a long video. And I just started it. So I might wrap this up. I might just do it one day and then start over again tomorrow. We'll see. I'll probably get at least, like, try to get 50 minutes of footage in. So 45, 50 minutes. So yeah. And then whenever I get to 45, 50 minutes, then we're going to stop and start a new reading vlog. Yeah, so. But I will be back probably tomorrow to tell you if I finish this or not, or when I finish it. And I definitely want to try to finish my reread of, like I said, Retribution, how you say that word, by Salome Kennedy. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be done with these two. And then we can start something else. But I will talk to you guys all then. Bye. Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday evening. Sorry I didn't update you guys at all yesterday. I just really wasn't in the mood to video yesterday. I have read a lot of books since I last talked to you guys. So I finished Lola and the Millionaires, part 1. I really liked it. Or part 1. I thought it was pretty good. I gave it a 3.5, 3.75. Rounded it up to 4 on Goodreads. Yeah. I mean, if you just want a book with a whole bunch of sex and hardly any plot, this is the book for you. It was really good. I mean, I loved the sex scenes between her and her different men, and I liked Lola. I didn't know what I was going to feel about her at first, but I really loved her. So I finished that. And then I went on and read the next one, and the final one in this duology. And this one I gave, this one was more like a 3.5, but I rounded up to 4. This one was like between a 3.75 and an actual 4. I don't know. I couldn't decide between the two. So I just rounded it up to 4. And this one, still mostly sex, but there was a little bit of plot in here. In the first one, she was, excuse me, she just having about a, excuse me, she was, not a spoiler, it basically tells you in the beginning. She was raped by some alpha, I think they were alphas. Were they alphas? I can't remember what type of, what you call it, the pack they were, you know. I always forget which ones there are. I'm not like, I've never really read very many books with like alphas and stuff like that, the different types of pack. I don't even remember what they're called because I'm not that used to it yet. But yeah, it was good. Like I said, she is a scare. She basically didn't want nothing to do with them and stuff like that. But she winds up getting involved with Leo and a whole bunch of other guys, and yeah. And one of the guys that raped her is stalking her and stuff like that. So yeah, and this one is what happens next and how it all ends. So I really liked those both, like I said. And then I reread books 3, like I was saying, in the Protector series, and also book 6 in the Protector series. This one I gave 3 stars, I believe. this one the 3? I gave 3 stars. Yes. It's with Michael Hawke and Tate. Hawke's wife was murdered by some of Tate's family members, and so Michael finds out, and he thinks that he's going to be getting those two, and instead it's Tate, and he wants, basically at first is going to force Tate to go with him to like flesh out his dad and brother, yeah, and stuff with Suze. Of course they're going to fall in love, but I didn't care for Hawke very much, Michael. I didn't remember a lot of stuff that happened the first time I read this book, but like I was saying in my, when I was talking about this book, I just didn't like the one, the first time him and Tate had sex, and I mean, Tate really didn't, like, seem like he was really, like, upset about it, but I just didn't like how it just felt like Michael, like, yeah, that Michael was just treating him so badly. Like, I just didn't feel like he really wanted Tate because he was in love with him. It felt like he just wanted Tate just because Tate was available. And I don't know, even though he's never been with another man before, so yeah. And I know he's confused about his sexuality because he's only just been with women, and you know, I can understand all that stuff, and his wife, you know, being murdered and stuff, but still, I just wish that he would have treated Tate better. I just felt, like I said, like he was just using Tate, and it just left a bad taste in my mouth. I mean, I read other books later on in this where they're mentioned in it and stuff, and I like their relationship a lot better. But this one, I just didn't like that part. But I loved Tate, and I loved his little boy. Like, oh my God, Tate's little boy is just so freaking adorable. I just love him. Yeah. But yeah, this is a really, 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 really was good. And then I finished, I gave that one 4 stars. Just because I love Tate and the little boy so much. And this one is with Dante and Magnus. His daughter, he found out in a certain book that his daughter was killed and was murdered. He knew that she was missing and stuff, and he kind of figured that she was probably dead, but he didn't have, like, that confirmation, but he actually got confirmation. And him and Dante, like, they have, like, a hate to love type. That's what this one is, like, hate to love. Like, they do not like each other at first. They do, but they don't. You know what I mean? Like, they're kind of like, what you calling each other. Dante is kind of, like, likes to have sex. Like, he doesn't care if it's a guy, girl. He likes to have sex. Which, that doesn't bother me. I mean, you know, go ahead, man, go for it. But yeah. But these two do not like each other at first. They both have, like, tragic things that happen in their life. Tate is looking for not Tate. Oh my gosh. Dante. Did I say Dane instead of Dante? I don't remember. But anyway, Dane. Yes, Dante. D-A-N-T-E, right? Dante? I don't know. But anyways, his brother, when he went missing when he was real young, and he's trying to find them. He blames himself because of something that he was doing when he was supposed to be watching out for his brother. And yeah, and Magnus has to he has to testify against somebody in court, and Dante is assigned to watch over him, make sure, be like a bodyguard, yeah, to him, to make sure nothing happened to him while he's going to testify. And yeah, it's about both of these guys fall in love and healing. And Magnus has never been with it is Magnus, right? Yeah, Magnus. He's never been with another guy before. He's only just been with his witchy of a wife. I do not like his wife. But anyways, but to me, like, the way he was with Dante, it felt like he really wanted to be with Dante, And once he decided he wanted to, be with Dante, like, it was kind of Dante more that was like, what you calling it, away? Pulling himself away? Because of a certain thing, like I said, because he wants to punish him. He don't think he's good and good enough and stuff like that because of his brother going missing and stuff and what he was doing, So it's just him, having to to come to terms. But he didn't both of these, like when they were having sex and stuff in this book, it felt like they were really wanted to be with each other and they really wanted to have sex. You know what I mean? Like, they were just so much more, they just felt more real, like they were really loving it, really falling for each other. And, I just loved the way Magnus was with Dante. And I just love, like I said, I didn't care that he was he didn't care if he was with a man, woman, I like their dynamics together. Yeah. So, yeah. This one, like I said, both of these are reread. That one was more like a 3.75 this time, but I rounded it up to 4 just because I love Tate and his little boy. And this one was a 5-star, just like I think I gave it 5 stars the first time I read it as well. So those are the 4 books I've read in the last couple of days. Let me show you some stuff I got, and then we will be done. Let's see. I put some of this stuff all. I got the stuff all over, you guys. I got stuff all over my bed, and I'm about to drop something, so let me pick it up. Let me show you this cool thing I got. I'll show you the 2 things first that I got from somebody on TikTok. So I got Book Fairy from TikTok today. I got a book mail, which is Book Fairy mail from somebody on TikTok. So they got me my Letters to the Lost by Bridget Kinnemer, how do you say her name? That I've been wanting to read. It says, can you fall in love with someone you never met? Juliet is drowning in grief after her mother's death. Duncan is trying to escape the demons of his past. Okay, and then I think she leaves letters. She writes letters to her mom, puts it on the grave, and every day, and he finds the letters and starts reading them. I don't know. I can't remember exactly else what's supposed to happen in this book, but it sounds like it's gonna be good but sad. So, thank you. It was from, I forget her channel's name. It's in the other thing, but her name is Erin Carnes. And I'll tell you her TikTok channel in a minute. But look, she got me a crown. Look at this. Isn't that cool? Look at the crown, you guys. And there's safety pins to put, or pin thingies, whatever you want to call it, to put in. But her channel's name, if you are on TikTok and want to go follow her, is Dashy Mom 1. But yeah, this is so cool, you guys. Look at this. I don't know. I think I look good with a crown. I don't know. But I know you're supposed to use that. I'm not even sure like how it sits on your head. Does it sit on the back of your head, or is it supposed to sit right at the top of your head? I'm assuming it goes like that. But yeah, and then I guess you're supposed to put the safety pins in. I don't know. I'll have to look. But yeah, I thought that was so cool. I wasn't even expecting it. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys like it? Okay, I think it was cool. I had it on my wish list because I saw all these people on TikTok, always like book talkers on Book Talk, you know, on TikTok, wearing these crowns. I'm like, oh, I want one. So yeah, that's what I got that I didn't know was coming. And then I got 3 other books and some markers. So I got these markers. I haven't tried them yet, so hopefully they work. And then I got from Barnes & Noble today. It finally came, even though it just came out on Tuesday, but I got Only a Monster by Vanessa Lynn. It says, in every story there's a hero and a monster. She is not the hero. And she is a monster, and then the guy that she's falling for is a slayer, a demon slayer, or a monster slayer, whatever you want to call it. And I guess it's just their story. I don't know too much about it. That's all I know about the premiere of it, or the thing of it. And then I got another one in the Protector series. I got the second one, which is Salvation, which is Seth and Rowan. Rowan's the main security guy in the first. And he, you know, in the first, he's the one in the first book. He ain't in the first book, but you know what I mean. He's mentioned in the first book. But yeah, it's his and his, he's in love with his, I don't know if they were fiance. I think that was his fiance that died. He got murdered, his fiance. And Seth is his fiance's younger brother, and something happened to him and his family. Something happened, and so he's recovering from that. And when he's a lot younger than Rowan. I don't know how old Rowan is, but I think Seth is like maybe 19. He's still really young. And I think Rowan has to be, if he's not in his 40s, he has to be close to 40. Or maybe high or low 30s to low 40s. I'm not sure. Because I think he was 20 something. Can't remember. Let me see if it tells you. Let's see. Okay, Seth is a little bit older than that. I think I'm thinking of somebody else that was 19 in the book. I think Eli, which is book 4 maybe? 4 or 5, something like that. I think he's the one that's 19. Seth is 21. But still, he's really young. But, yeah, like a couple of years ago, Seth kissed him and he walked away. So much stuff happened to Rowan. I'm not going to say what, but yeah. So much happened to both of these guys. And like all the books, you know, they're fighting. The one person is fighting how they're feeling about the other person. You know what I mean? And there's like one of them that's always like, has issues, and they're like, oh, I don't want to be with this person. I'm not good enough for him. You know, that type of thing. Plus, like I said, it's his fiance's little brother. And even though his fiance ain't around anymore, still, you know. And then my final book was I'm So Not Over You by Cosco. I forget how you say the author's first name. Jackson. This is a fake dating. They were dating before, they break up, and then for some reason the guy needs... Oh, I think he didn't tell his parents, or I don't know exactly. Maybe he didn't tell his parents that him and the guy broke up. I just know that he wants him to pretend like for 2 to 3 days that they're dating. And of course, they're going to get back together, but it sounds like it's going to be good. So it's been months since aspiring journalist Kean Andrews has heard from his ex-boyfriend Hudson Rivers, but an urgent text had him meeting up at the cafe. Maybe Hudson wants to profusely, how do you say that word, apologize for the breakup or confess his undying love. But no, Hudson has a favor to ask. He wants Kean to pretend to be his boyfriend while his parents are in town, and Kean reluctantly agrees. Says the dinner doesn't go exactly as planned, and suddenly Kean is a Hudson +1 to Georgie's wedding of the season. Or Georgia's wedding of the season. Hudson comes from a wealthy family whose reputation is everything, and he really can't afford another mistake. If Kean goes, he'll help Hudson preserve appearance and get the opportunity to rub elbows with some of the biggest names in media. This could be the big career break Kean, K-I-A-N, needs. But their fake relationship is starting to feel like it might be more than a means to an end, and it's time for both men to fact-check their feelings. So, yeah. I don't know what I'm going to be reading next. I have like 3 or 4 books I really want to read and some of them are rereads. This one I would like to read, but I don't know if I'm going to this month. I think I left it all the way over there, the other book. Yeah, the other one's back over there. It's called High Mountain Court or something like that. I know my friend Vanessa gave it to me. And I know it's Witches and Fae, I believe. I can't get it. It's way over there. Or I want to reread Throne of Glass. Or I want to read The Kindred. I don't know. But I'll let you guys know tomorrow in my new vlog. I'm going to end this because this is a long ending, but I just wanted to show you my stuff that I got. But yeah, I will talk to you guys all tomorrow if I read anything. Otherwise, I will talk to you in my next reading vlog. Okay, bye. I hope you guys enjoyed all this rambling. I bet it was boring. I'm sorry, but at least I did manage to read some books, and I got some book mail that I showed you and stuff, so yeah. I will talk to you guys, like I said, in the next video. You guys know the drill. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe if you want to. And remember to hit that bell icon if you're inclined, so you can know whenever a video like this goes up for your reading pleasure or your, viewing pleasure. Whatever. Watching pleasure, viewing pleasure, whatever. And I will talk to you guys all later. Bye.